Namaste, good morning, and welcome to all of you for this very important function on the premises of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad, and in the Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence. As many of you know who have come from various colleges, we have centers of human excellence in engineering colleges, degree colleges, and few schools. And our faculty have been going to various colleges for training, for motivation, and students come here for youth conventions, seminars, guest lectures, volunteer service, etc. And here in this institute, 24 hours, all the 7 days of the week, without holiday, without vacation, we conduct varieties of programs on life skills, soft skills, management skills, for students of various branches of knowledge, from 5th standard boy to a PG student, and also many others, professionals. So of late we have been thinking how our engineering college students, science students, creative students, they can learn much more differently than what they learn in the institutions and universities. So we thought we should fulfill Swami Vivekananda's vision of blending or merging or trying to bring about a synthesis, a symbiosis between technology and human values, technology and culture, technology and our spiritual values, which have come down thousands of years, thanks to the lives of great scientists, C.V. Raman and Meghnath Saha, Vikram Sarabhai, Satish Dhawan, Abdul Kalam, and Satyendranath Bose, J.C. Bose. In any field, India produced men and women of tremendous brilliance in science, technology, sport, meditation, management. So today, as all of you know, we'll be formally inaugurating a branch of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, another department called Vivekananda Center for Innovative Knowledge. So for this small program, we appreciate your participation and keep up that spirit of learning, spirit of acquiring knowledge, and how your innovation, your inspiration, your deep values, intuition can make a difference in the country, both in terms of economy, character, values, and helping the poor people, helping the village people, helping somebody in Northeast. So that kind of training, how it is, what it is, will be known to you today. And from next Sunday onwards, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, we'll take you forward in innovative knowledge. So as a mark of inauguration of this Vivekananda Center for Innovative Knowledge, I request the distinguished guests to unfurl the flex banner of this institute formally, which contains what innovation is, what India is, what Vivekananda is. All of them will unveil the banner as a token of love and affection. So that flex banner in the center, we have our country deep in prayer, meditation from the Vedic times till today, and how through innovation, through intuition and our values and life, it covers the entire what you call the dimension of human life. Let it be economy, let it be values, let it be service, let it be helping a poor man in the villages of Adilabad or Nalgonda or Northeast, or a farmer in Vidarbha committing suicide. So how our knowledge, which we gain in school and college, how our life can make a difference. Later on you can have a proper look of multi-dimensional benefits of innovation, which may not be in your textbook, which may not have been prescribed by the board, by the university, but it may be hidden in your heart. It may be hidden deep in your consciousness, in your subconscious mind. Something wonderful will happen. So try to think about it, listen to the ideas shared by these people, and you also can come in the end of the program to participate actively, not just sitting there and listening and appreciating and forgetting. That we should not happen. We need to be practical. We need to be devoted to the country's future and to our own personal development. Character is very important in science today. Minus values, we all become only robots. So science and meditation should go together. So it has come down right from the Vedic times, from Bhagavad Gita Upanishads. 4th chapter Bhagavad Gita, it speaks about knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Knowledge removes fear. Is it politics? Is it cinema knowledge? Is it newspaper knowledge? Is it some information that I get from Google? No. It is my self-knowledge, my inner knowledge. Combine it with your physics, chemistry, botany, zoology and engineering. It becomes holistic knowledge. So Vivekananda wanted that kind of application of science, technology and values to the people of the country. What is the use of that knowledge which does not give the strength of a lion? What is the use of that education which does not make me philanthropic in life? What is the use of knowledge which doesn't give me character? So character building education. 2 zeros on the blackboard, no value. 10 zeros, no value. When I add number 1, it will have value called 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, 1 crore. Goes on increasing. Keep that one, that knowledge, that deep knowledge. Then each one of you can do wonders. It's not the background that is important. It is your knowledge. Nahi gnanena sadrisham pavitra miha vidyate. There is nothing as purifying as knowledge in this world. But that knowledge has to be purified, has to be transformed into wisdom. There is a beautiful book called Impact of Science on Society. Impact of Science on Society. Bertrand Russell of London University, of Cambridge University writes. He says, unless men increase in wisdom, as much as in knowledge, increase of knowledge will be increase of sorrow. I repeat again, as men increase wisdom as much as in knowledge, increase of knowledge will increase of sorrow. So we have to convert that knowledge into what? Wisdom. We go to school and college, agnanam. I don't know ABCD. I don't know 1 plus 1. I don't know how to read and write. I don't know manners. Agnanam. But slowly, 3rd standard, 5th standard, 10th standard, some knowledge will come. Some information will go into the mind. Later on, decisions will come. Some buddhi will come. You become engineer, you become a doctor, somebody becomes lawyer, somebody becomes a tailor, somebody becomes an auditor, somebody becomes a CEO. Decisions. All of us listen to music, whether cinema music or a bhajan or a Carnatic classical. But how many of you are really musicians? How many of you also can sing? How many of you also can inspire? All of us read science from school, college. How many are really scientists? All are engineering graduates. But where is that engineering skill? Become engineers, not just engineering graduates. Create something. C.V. Raman, today National Science Day, and you will learn from others the benefit of this day. How inspiring is this day? It's not just sunrise and sunset, 28th February. Raman saw it differently. J.C. Bose saw differently. You know what J.C. Bose? Jagdish Chandra Bose met Swami Vivekananda in America. Vivekananda was inspiring people there. J.C. Bose went to hear his lecture. He was a young boy at that time. Vivekananda discussed with him about botany, about plants, about life. Then after discussion, he writes a letter to Calcutta. I met this young boy called Jagdish, who came from the streets of Calcutta. His mind is so brilliant. He is so extraordinary. Jagdish can not only make the plants talk, this is Vivekananda's language. Jagdish can not only make the plants talk, he can make the pots dance. That is his brilliance, he says. చెట్లను మాత్రం మాట్లాడించాడు, దాంట్లో ఉండే కుంపట్ల పాటలు కూడా నృత్యం చేయిస్తాడని. అంత బ్రిలియన్స్ ఆ టైంలో. Swamiji appreciated that search for knowledge. And what does this knowledge do? This deep knowledge, it can burn all the negative things in the mind. Gnanagni dhagda karmanam bhasmasat kurute tata. 4th chapter Bhagavad Gita. The fire of knowledge will burn all the weaknesses into ashes. The samskaras are there, negativity is there, crudeness is there. It has to burn. That is knowledge. So you young students from various colleges, from Agnanam, move to Gnanam. Gnanam to Vignanam. And that Vignanam should be spread in the society. It's not just for your job, not just for your promotion, not just for getting some salary. That anybody can do. What is so special about you? So this center, innovative knowledge, will be very inspiring to you, very interesting. It requires your support, participation as much as possible. And the process, how we take it, will inform you today before we disperse, and also inform your management of the colleges, so that all of you can become members of the Innovative Club and participate in the guest lectures, in small projects, in holiday times, Sundays, and festival and vacation times, and do something unique. So today is National Science Day, where C.V. Raman discovered that Raman effect, which is so important for us. So many colleges are celebrating National Science Day in their own way, through the university and personally, etc. So Professor Ramachandra Reddy and Murthy Garu have to leave to their respective colleges for programs. So as a brief introduction, what is their idea of innovation and science, etc., may I request Dr. Ramachandra Reddy, former Vice Chancellor, Vemana University, and Honorary President of Bharat Group of Institutions, Hyderabad, to share a few words with you, with all of you.
Respected Swamiji, my friend Dr. T.G.K. Murthy, a top-class scientist, a nationalist, patriot, the rare combination of all these three in the field of science and technology, other dignitaries on the dais, teachers, students, pressmen, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed, I feel it. I'm really fortunate to take part in the inauguration of this great, really thought out institution for innovative knowledge in the name of Vivekananda ji. I have to say just a few words on science, technology, and the need for innovation. This country, with about 35% of population being below 35, and a nation of 1.25 plus billion people, is not in a comfortable position in the Human Development Index or Global Innovative Index. We stand close to a nation called Vietnam in our ranking. We had the great history of Sir C.V. Raman, Chandrasekharan, Khurana, Venkateshwaran, Ramakrishnan, all these Nobel Prize winners originated from India. And yet, we are not anywhere near the top 10 positions in the innovation index globally. What's the reason? The reason is we had a great heritage of scientists, thinkers, and a great heritage of selfless people who used science for the nation building and so on. But we have a dearth of innovators. Indian culture always for human society good. In the process, we did a lot of spirituality, a lot of science and technologies, but not innovation. Innovation is a commercial angle all the time. So it's science, a strong science leads to occasional discoveries. And then simultaneously technology is built up. From there innovation comes in this chain. science, discovery, technology, innovation, application, and society building, national building. This is the chain of events. This is where we are missing. So who should innovate? Is it the faculty? Yes, maybe. But if you look at the history of innovation in the globally, it is young minds that are credited with innovations, new thinking, out of the box thinking, so called. If you don't innovate, technologies disappear very fast. The attrition of technologies, recycling is not always possible. Attrition is very high. I will give you one example you can understand. There used to be a car called Fiat in this country. Most of you must not have even seen youngsters, but there used to be a very popular car. Where is it today? Because there was no innovation, there is no technology upgradation out from the market. This is one example, and there are many. So, innovation comes not just pursuing science and technologies, but by creative thinking. And while you are doing this creative thinking and trying to apply novel ideas in science and technology, you think of Swami Vivekananda. What was he doing? He was not interested in just spreading his message to one part of society or one part of region, but hitting the human mind, hitting directly at the young mind all the times, because he knew that it is in these young minds there is tremendous source of knowledge. His teachings very clearly said, knowledge without wisdom, as Swamiji just said, it is not desirable in this country anymore. We have knowledge. But India cannot be brushed aside in the field of innovation and knowledge, because in a developing country, innovation is a risky thing. You must understand, innovation is disruptive. It disrupts the existing technologies, throw them out. Society must be able to absorb these disruptions caused by innovation. Then the real strong enterprises will show up. Now, without innovation, we should not have exploded atomic bomb. We should not have visited Mars with 6.5 rupees per kilometer traveling charge. We should not have brought this country from starvation to surplus 34 million tons of buffer stocks through green revolution and afterwards, discoveries in agriculture, science, and so on. These are all developments and sporadic occasional innovations. In the field of atomic energy and space and communication, mostly driven by nationalist thinking, by keeping pride of the nation at the back. But innovation is not necessarily only driven by that. It's the knowledge that drives the innovation. And today, fortunately, it is a knowledge that is driving the society and economies. And the fuel for this knowledge driving vehicle is science and technology. So it's not innovation per se, innovation not in a standalone innovation. You got to have it backed up by strong science and strong purpose. Now, another way to look at it is those countries which were liberated, got independence from foreign rule along with us. They are very rich, some of them are very rich, but nobody is as far as us in science and technology, in knowledge. When I visited USA first time for my postdoctoral studies to Johns Hopkins University in Maryland, USA, there were still our colleagues, professors who thought that monkeys and dogs and elephants run freely on the streets of Hyderabad. 30 years after that, Microsoft has to establish the largest center of research and development in Hyderabad. Same people who thought dogs will run around, elephants will go around and all that, have to come to Hyderabad. How? If we had not a strong science, strong mathematics background, technology, application spirit, How could they have come here? And today I am telling you, if all the Indians and people of Indian origin resign at once from Microsoft, Microsoft will crumble. That's the power of Indian mind. That's the power of Indian mind. Now that's in one field. That's in one field, which is basically computer science, mathematics, driven by mathematics, logic. Logic, remember logic. When a lot of Americans and other Westerns thought it's a great romantic about to be thinking of going to moon or this, our grandmothers told these stories to us that somebody called Lord Vishnu was moving around in the Pushpaka Vemana everywhere. So those are not unthinkable to us. It's built in our culture, our history. And therefore, this nation, which was once 300 years ago, according to the Reserve Bank of India statistics, was 1/4 of the world economy, 20 to 25% of the world economy is in 1700s. Today, we are 8% or so. So you could imagine from where we came down, what was then, what was now. Something is missing here, and that is we are not adapting to the changes that occur optimally, globally. It's time now to use our knowledge to compete globally, to take this nation into the club of superpowers. And for that always we require role models. Who you think is a model to give us this courage? It is, to my knowledge, it is only Swami Vivekananda. It is he who propounded this idea of this inner knowledge strength in the youth of India is the answer for all the ills, answer for India's lack of progress. It is the source that should be used to take this nation forward. And if we miss the bus this time, we already missed the bus during Industrial Revolution. And we are here today because of that. Thank God we came out of that gap. Now no more gaps. We cannot miss the bus of communication revolution, and what is coming is a digital revolution. Digital revolution. And if we miss this bus, we will never become a nation with a power to demand respect. Nobody respects. You have to demand respect now. You have to command respect now. And that comes only through knowledge, nothing else, not money, not oil, not coal, not gold. It is only knowledge. Knowledge alone will take this nation forward. So therefore, on this day of the National Science Day, all I have to say one thing. This nation, the new nation, independent nation, is built purely upon science, technology, and, agree it or not, spirituality, which is invisible behind these two efforts. We have come this far. And again, with the same spirit of innovation and optimal application, targeting the global competition and global superiority will take us a long way. We will go a long way. There is no way backwards. It's only forward. I really thank the organizers, this institution, for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you. And I hope this institute, and I wish this institute grand success in its endeavor to build knowledge and creation into innovation and then application for the common good of the people. Thank you.
We appreciate the wonderful ideas and feeling of Dr. Ramachandra Reddy on this National Science Day and inauguration of Vivekananda Center for Innovative Knowledge. Professor Reddy Garu has given 3 or 4 very important, very subtle points about giving that one more push to make India reach the high levels of scientific excellence. So let me ask you 3 questions. Answer honestly, Answer boldly, answer clearly. Are you ready? Tiffin then leda? Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready for a positive, innovative knowledge in your life? Yes. Are you confident to make India a superpower? Yes. Not to destroy others? Are you ready for a global vision? Yes. Not just Necklace Road? All our knowledge and information is around that only. వీడేం చేస్తున్నాడు, వాడేం చేస్తున్నాడు, వీడేం తింటున్నాడు, వాడేం తింటున్నాడు, ఇవాళ ఏం సినిమా, రేపేం డిషం. Don't remain only with popcorn and lollipop vision. We have to explore higher possibilities. Today, National Science Day. When you go back, go with that resolution, that passion, combined with compassion, and make Vivekananda's vision a reality. Vivekananda met so many people, so many scientists, technologists of that time, and they drew the inspiration from him, from Jamshedji Nasuranji Tata till Abdul Kalam. So on this wonderful occasion, we appreciate the participation of Dr. Ramachandra Reddy